Thank you, Leanne. Well, we know education is a key focus for Woolworths, and Kat finds out how the Woolworths staff spent this past Mandela Day making a difference in the lives of school children.
Now, thousands of South African school children walk to school without a proper pair of school shoes every day. Can you imagine the reality of that? So, Woolworths planned an innovative Mandela Day commemoration that involved store and head office employees in the NECT's Fresh Start School initiative. And this morning, we're joined by Zinzim Gorodela, Woolworths Head of Transformation, and Godwin Khoza, NECT CEO, in studio to tell us a bit more about what Woolies was doing on the 18th of July to make a difference. Thank you very much to both of you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Godwin, the National Education Collaboration Trust, that's what NECT stands for, is a partnership that involves government, businesses, labour and civil society. Tell us a bit more about the aims of this trust.
So the aims are, expressed in the name collaboration. The various entities that you have mentioned came together to talk about how they can collaboratively work together to implement the education chapter of the National Development Plan. Business and government have put resources, together to oversee and to resource a set of programs aimed at improving the quality of education. In fact, we want more than 90% of our learners knowing more than 50% of what's expected in the curriculum. And we have agreed to work together to achieve that NDP goal.
And indeed, we do need all sides putting together to make this goal a success. Absolutely. And so, Zinzi, how did Woolworths then get involved with the NECT?
Woolworths has been partnering in NECT for the past 3 years. As one of the big corporates in the country. We looked for other ways of, integrating the programs that already existed, particularly education programs within Woolworths, to make sure that we add value as the NECT supports us in contributing to the vision of the NDP.
And of course, speaking about education, Tata Madiba did once say that education is the most powerful tool that you can use to change the world. So tell us a bit more about what Woolworths did on Mandela Day to make a difference.
Oh, that was very exciting. With a partnership with NECT, we were able to access schools in Quintile 1, very needy schools, where children go to school without shoes. Those are the realities in those schools, amongst many other, challenges. So we got our head office and stores employees get excited about contributing in the welfare of these kids by contributing and buying shoes for them. It is a big thing for these children.
Of course.
So the exciting part is that we made them connect, that is our employees with the children. We sent out cut-out shoe prints and we asked the children to draw and send messages and write their names. And we send them back to our employees. And each employee could, access one of those and buy a pair or two. And it was really exciting.
So that's how you got the kids involved, being able to get their shoe sizes with them, interacting with the employees in that way. That's wonderful.
Yes, and with our store employees, they actually went to the schools. They got the shoe sizes. Some of these kids had never had a shoe size, taken for them. And it was very exciting.
Yeah. And Godwin, what do you think is the impact of an initiative like this in the lives of these children?
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for a company like Woolworths to get involved in the journey of, young people becoming adults and the journey of them being prepared to become, productive, fulfilled, citizens.
Yes.
Back to the need. The schools that Zinzi spoke about are quite needy schools. Amongst others, shoes are one of the basic needs that these kids require for their own welfare and for them to, use to walk to the school. Some of them, walk somewhat, longer distances.
Yeah.
They're even much more intangible, intrinsic, benefit from providing a school child with shoes.
Yeah.
You bring them to par with their peers who may have shoes, whose parents may be, economically, engaged. It boosts their confidence. It prepares them to optimally engage in the process of learning and teaching in schools.
Absolutely, that sense of self-worth. And so, Zinzi, finally, what else is Woolies doing to make a difference out there with your different projects in schools, and how can the public get involved and support what you do?
We've got our Making the Difference program, which really enhances curriculum in schools in all different ways. We also have our EduPlant program, which is really about food security. And teaching kids in schools and educators how to grow their food in the most sustainable way. We also have the MySchool program, which I'm sure you're familiar
Of course,
with.
I've got my card and I've got my nominated charity.
And just the past year, the MySchool program contributed 70 million into the South African schools. So, and then the NECT, contribution and partnership. So we really take education very seriously as Woolworths because we know it defines the future of this country.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for bringing us this good news. Firstly, to the NECT for what you're doing to uplift our children through education, for Woolworths for supporting this initiative and the many others that you do as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a quick look at one of the school shoe handovers at Babege Primary, which happened in the week of Mandela Day.
Mandela Day for us is one of those opportunities as a Woolworths Trust to make sure that we create an opportunity for our employees to participate in giving and making a difference. So this year we came up with an idea of improving learner welfare and giving an opportunity to our employees to donate school shoes. It might look like a small contribution, but it's really big in that learner's life who has never really had a new school shoe.
It's all around us, it's where we begun.
Babege Senior Primary School is a school situated in the Eastern Cape. Most of our learners are from very needy families.
Lives inside.
Most of them come to school without shoes. Others come to school with torn shoes. It is very sad to see a child walking barefoot.
This one.
They really need the shoes.
Woolworths is really passionate about making a difference in our communities, but we also know that we are a company, we're a corporate. So for us to be able to do that, we need to be partnering NGOs and different organizations.
So the National Education Collaboration Trust is a joint initiative. It's an initiative to improve various aspects of the lives of South Africans. We will cover a lot more ground and go much further if we work together.
It's all around us, it's where we begun.
School shoes is a big thing.
It's all
Giving kids proper school shoes helps so much in building their confidence.
It will make them feel proud and walk tall.
I feel so happy and excited. It feels very nice and honorable. I'm so happy.
The great man Mandela really was the role model that everyone, I think, in South Africa aspires to be.
Tata Mandela has shown me the importance of forgiveness, love, sacrifice.
Mandela Day forces many of us to reflect, see how we can lend a hand.
It's about making the difference. Looking at these kids, I know there's hope. We just need to all do our part in making them become the people they can be.